before comfort existed, before excuses were normalized. A man ruled an empire while fighting a war inside his own mind. His name was Marcus Aurelius. He didn't write to impress anyone. He didn't write to be remembered. He wrote to survive himself. Today, we have more comfort than any generation before us, and yet, more anxiety, more distraction, more weakness. Marcus Aurelius had no luxury of escape, no dopamine scroll, no applause, just responsibility. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. He wasn't saying life would be easy. He was saying this: freedom isn't external, it's internal discipline. Modern pain doesn't come from hardship. It comes from uncontrolled reaction, from letting emotions decide your behavior, from mistaking comfort for peace. Marcus woke up knowing people would disappoint him, circumstances would challenge him, his emotions would lie to him. And yet, he showed up anyway. This is where his truth cuts deepest. Discipline is not restriction. Discipline is freedom. Without discipline, you're controlled by mood, you're owned by impulse, you're dragged by circumstance. With discipline, you decide, you endure, you remain intact. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Not everything that feels good is good. Not everything you think deserves action. Discipline is choosing principle over impulse. Marcus trained restraint the way warriors train strength. Daily, quietly, without reward. When you wake up tired, discipline gets you moving. When motivation fades, discipline keeps you aligned. When emotions scream, discipline stays calm. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive. Not motivation, responsibility, the discipline to show up even when you don't feel like it. Marcus understood something we've forgotten. You don't need to feel ready, you need to be willing. He ruled armies, faced plague, faced betrayal. Yet his greatest battle was resisting softness. Comfort weakens resolve. Discipline sharpens it. Marcus didn't ask, "What do I want to do?" He asked, "What must be done?" You don't need a new mindset. You need standards. Standards don't negotiate. They don't care how you feel. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Stop consuming wisdom. Start embodying it. Discipline frees you from emotional chaos, external control, regret. Marcus Aurelius didn't have freedom because life was easy. He had freedom because he mastered himself. The more you govern yourself, the less the world can rule you. Right now, something is bothering you, something you can't control. Someone's opinion, a past mistake, a future you can't predict. And without realizing it, you're handing your peace away. 2,000 years ago, a man who owned nothing understood freedom better than most people today. His name was Epictetus. Epictetus was born a slave, no power, no status, no control over his body. But he discovered something most free people never do. Some things are in our control and others not. If you don't learn this, you will live in frustration. Most stress doesn't come from reality. It comes from resistance, from fighting outcomes, from arguing with life. Epictetus didn't teach optimism. He taught precision. Control what belongs to you. Release what doesn't. You control your effort, your response, your discipline, your character. You do not control outcomes, other people, timing, recognition. Confuse these, and peace becomes impossible. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The world is loud. People provoke. Life delays. Reaction is easy. Restraint is power. Epictetus understood this. If someone can disturb your inner state, they control you. He didn't chase comfort. He chased freedom from dependence. Most people want control over results, control over others, control over life. Epictetus wanted control over himself. No man is free who is not master of himself. Self-mastery is the only leverage that lasts. When you stop demanding control over everything, you finally gain control over something real. Bad day, control your effort. Unfair outcome, control your response. Delayed progress, control your consistency. That's freedom. Epictetus had nothing, yet he lacked nothing, because nothing external owned him. Stop negotiating with what you can't control. Build power where it actually matters. Master what's yours, and nothing can take your peace. If I asked you where your money went last year, you could probably tell me. If I asked you where your time went, you wouldn't know. And that's the problem. 2,000 years ago, a man surrounded by power, wealth, and influence said, this was the greatest mistake a human can make. His name was Seneca. Seneca was one of the richest men in Rome, advisor to emperors, surrounded by luxury. And yet, he warned that most people live as if time is unlimited. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. You don't lack time, you leak it. Distraction, procrastination, endless preparation, all of it feels harmless until it isn't. People guard their money, but let their time get stolen by notifications, noise, and comfort. Seneca saw this as self-betrayal. People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful. Time is the only thing you can't replace. You can earn money again. You can rebuild status, but a wasted day is gone forever. Seneca didn't talk about hustle. He talked about awareness. The disciplined person doesn't rush. They respect time. Busyness feels productive, but busyness is often just avoidance in disguise. While we are postponing, life speeds by. Waiting for clarity is the fastest way to lose years, Seneca believed. A controlled life starts with a controlled schedule. Guard your mornings, reduce unnecessary commitments, remove distractions that steal attention, not because you're obsessed, because you're awake. Time awareness creates urgency. Urgency creates discipline. Seneca didn't fear death. He feared a life never fully lived. You don't need more time. You need to respect it. Treat time as wealth, and you'll never live poor. Most people rush into battles they already lost. They react, they improvise, they hope. Hope is not a strategy. 2,500 years ago, a general who rarely fought defeated enemies before swords were drawn. His name was Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu didn't teach aggression, he taught preparation. Victory, to him, was decided long before conflict began. Every battle is won before it is ever fought. If you wait to think until pressure hits, you've already lost. Modern life is a battlefield, career competition, relationships, self-discipline. Most people walk in unprepared. Sun Tzu believed chaos favors the calm, not the loud, not the emotional, the prepared. Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. When emotions take over, strategy disappears. That's why discipline must come before pressure. Sun Tzu mastered anticipation, knowing when to move, when to wait, when not to act at all. Strength isn't constant action, it's intelligent restraint. People confuse motion with progress, reaction with power, appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. You don't need to broadcast strength. You need to position it. Preparation is invisible, so are its rewards until it's too late for others. Plan before you speak, prepare before you act, train before you compete, control your mind. The outcome follows. Sun Tzu didn't chase conflict, he removed the need for it. Don't wait for the fight, win in advance. The greatest victory is the one that never needed force. The louder the world gets, the weaker most people become. They rush. They react. They panic. And they miss the one advantage that never fades. 2,500 years ago, a man who spoke very little understood power better than kings. His name was Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu didn't believe strength came from force or domination or constant action. He believed power came from alignment. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. When your mind is noisy, life controls you. When your mind is calm, you control yourself. Modern life rewards reaction, notifications, deadlines, pressure. Lao Tzu warned, this would weaken you. Stillness isn't doing nothing, it's choosing not to be dragged. He who conquers others is strong. He who conquers himself is mighty. Anyone can react, few can pause, and almost no one can stay calm when ego is provoked. That pause is where power lives. Stillness sharpens perception. You see patterns others miss, intentions others reveal. Most people are exhausted not from effort, but from unnecessary resistance. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Urgency without clarity creates chaos. Lao Tzu didn't chase momentum. He became unmovable. Slow your reactions. Reduce emotional responses. Act only when aligned. Still water reflects truth. The calmest person in the room is usually the one in control. You don't need to overpower life. You need to stop fighting it. Stillness isn't weakness. It's mastered strength. Talent gets attention. Character keeps it. Most people spend their lives trying to look impressive. Confucius warned this would be their downfall. Confucius lived in a world obsessed with status. Sound familiar? He watched gifted people rise fast and fall faster. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. Talent talks. Character shows up. Talent is loud. Character is consistent. One impresses crowds. The other earns trust. Fine words and an insinuating appearance are seldom associated with true virtue. Social media rewards flash. Life rewards reliability. Confucius believed discipline wasn't about force. It was about integrity under pressure. Who you are when no one's watching decides how far you go. Many people have skill. Few have character. A man who lacks perseverance is unfit to be a scholar. Talent without discipline burns out. Character compounds quietly, relentlessly. Keep your word. Show up early. Do the work unseen. That's how respect is built. Confucius didn't teach success. He taught worthiness. Talent opens doors. Character decides if they stay open. Become someone your future can rely on. You don't rise to greatness. You repeat yourself into it. Most people wait for motivation. Aristotle warned this would keep them average forever. Aristotle studied human behavior, not dreams, not intentions, habits. He noticed one thing. What you do daily decides who you become. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. One great day doesn't change your life. 1,000 small ones do. Talent is unpredictable. Mood is unreliable. Habit is unstoppable. That's why discipline matters. The worst form of inequality is to try to make unequal things equal. You don't need fairness. You need standards. Aristotle believed character was built through action, not thought, not talk. Your identity follows your behavior, not the other way around. People want results without routine, recognition without repetition. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Consistency feels boring until it separates you. Excellence is quiet, predictable, unemotional. Set non-negotiable standards. Train when motivation fades. Repeat what matters. That's how excellence compounds. Aristotle didn't chase greatness. He practiced it. You don't need more inspiration. You need better habits. Become excellent by design, not accident. What if the person holding you back is the one you've never questioned? Not your parents, not society, not your circumstances, you. 2,400 years ago, a man who asked too many questions made powerful people uncomfortable. His name was Socrates. Socrates didn't teach success. He didn't give answers. He exposed illusions, especially the illusion that people know themselves. Carved into the temple of Apollo were 3 words: know thyself. Most people would rather conquer the world than confront their own mind. Socrates believed ignorance wasn't stupidity, it was unexamined belief, assumptions, habits, inherited thinking. The unexamined life is not worth living. If you don't question your thoughts, they control you. Socrates didn't argue to win, he asked to reveal. He would ask, why do you believe that? Where did that idea come from? What if you're wrong? Most people couldn't answer. Today, people defend opinions they never chose. They live on autopilot. Self-knowledge is uncomfortable because it strips excuses. I know that I know nothing. Growth begins the moment arrogance ends. Socrates was calm under pressure. Because clarity creates confidence. Question your reactions. Observe your patterns. Challenge your assumptions. Awareness precedes change. Socrates was sentenced to death, not for violence, but for awakening minds. Because self-awareness threatens control, he never wrote a book. He became the mirror. Before you try to improve your life, understand it. The greatest enemy is the one you don't see, yourself, unexamined. What is the one thing you want right now that you believe will finally make you at peace? More money, more recognition, more certainty. What if the wanting itself is what's disturbing your peace? 2,500 years ago, a man walked away from comfort, status, and certainty. His name was Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha. The Buddha did not promise happiness, he diagnosed suffering. He said suffering comes from one source, desire, not ambition, not goals, attachment. Desire says, I'll be okay when I have more, when I become someone else, when life stops resisting me. Most anxiety is postponed peace. Craving is the cause of suffering. The problem isn't wanting, it's needing reality to be different to feel okay. The Buddha noticed something subtle. The mind is never still when it's chasing. Desire creates comparison, fear of loss, endless dissatisfaction, even when you win. Ask yourself this: what are you gripping so tightly that it's exhausting you? Freedom isn't getting everything you want. It's not needing everything you get. You only lose what you cling to. The tighter the grip, the deeper the suffering. Detachment is not coldness, it's clarity. Observe your cravings. Don't obey every impulse. Let feelings pass without chasing them. Peace is not found, it's uncovered. The Buddha didn't escape the world. He stopped fighting it. When desire loosens, stillness returns. You don't need more, you need less attachment. If no one were watching, who would you become? Not who you're trying to impress, not who you were told to be. Who would you be if you stopped living for approval? That question haunted a man who refused to live small. His name was Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche didn't want followers. He wanted creators. He believed most people never become themselves. They inherit identities. Society rewards obedience. Nietzsche warned, this produces emptiness. Become who you are. You are not lost. You are unfinished. Most suffering comes from one conflict, your instincts versus your conditioning, what you feel versus what you allow yourself to be. People feel numb because they're living secondhand lives. Borrowed values, borrowed goals. The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. Fitting in is safer, but it costs you yourself. Nietzsche believed discipline wasn't suppression, it was self-creation. You don't discover yourself, you forge yourself. Ask yourself honestly, which parts of you have you been silencing to stay acceptable? People think Nietzsche celebrated chaos. He didn't. He demanded responsibility to live deliberately. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Meaning creates resilience, not comfort. Becoming yourself is not easy. It requires courage. Question: inherited beliefs. Choose values intentionally. Act in alignment with your nature. This is not rebellion. It's honesty. Nietzsche didn't promise happiness. He demanded authenticity. The world doesn't need another copy. Become who you are, even if it means standing alone.